I'm a bit tardy to the Wynncraft party. Wynncraft got one of its biggest updates ever 8 months ago. But due to my slow editing, my last 2 Wynncraft physical VR videos had been in the old version. So now it's finally time to face the many challenges of Wynncraft Rekindled, all physically and all in VR. Last episode, we left off on selling some stuff on the bazaar, so I claimed those to make sure that we start this episode in the green. I then sold this king's robe for even more emeralds, and that's it. I recorded this 7 months ago. Yes, I know my editing deadlines are terrible, so I'm gonna speed through this so that we can get into some more modern footage. I went through some quests which had to involve this Linton guy injecting some deathless drugs into me when I wasn't looking, as this quest was random. There was some cow skinwalker, I quantum tunneled into a barrier block, help, and we sent the cows that we saved away just for their boat to crash.
They literally just crashed their raft.
Then somehow they teleport back alive. But it allowed me to use this cave for fast travel between Deathless and Ragnai, which is super beautiful, as this will save me tons and tons of walking. In the Rekindled update, they also added loot caves, which allowed you to clear, well, caves in return for a loot chest and for a special one-time reward chest with a cutscene. However, there is one problem when you complete it. In this new update, they changed how your camera is moved for cutscenes, and VR does not like this, resulting in a crash.
Oh, I crashed. Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, not every loot cave has a cutscene for their reward chest, so it's not bad, but I'm pretty scared that there are going to be some future quests that use this cutscene feature. Update! Remember how I said I recorded this 7 months ago? Well, as of streaming a few weeks ago, this bug no longer exists.
Hopefully there's no cutscene for the other rewards chest. Oh! It doesn't crash! Oh! Yes!
I don't know if this was an issue on Wynncraft or Vivecraft's side, but thankfully I don't have to deal with it anymore, so let's go for cutscenes. After these loot caves, I start on Professions, everyone's favorite Wynncraft feature. To make it more fun, at least for now, and to make it more relevant to the series, I will have to physically swing my arm to mine ores like this. The same will go for farming and foraging, but for fishing, I'll probably just do some fishing animation or something.
Start mining. It's so small.
In the Rekindled update, they also added world events, which basically just have mobs swarm you, along with a final boss that you have to kill in a certain amount of time. I was really confident that I could do at least one of these, but I got humbled very quickly.
Technically, all I need is just one fireball. Boom. The Ophanim fire, ring of fire would be just kill everything. They have so much health! Why do they have so much health? Cooked them. Actually, crouch. No, they're just too much shit. Your old events are not for me. At least for that one. Other ones, maybe.
After this, I just did a loot cave, sold stuff, fought these guys.
Oh, chest right here. Why is that guy have so much health? Why all these guys have so much health? They're chasing me. I'm drowning. Are you able to drown in Wynncraft? I don't know. I want to kill these guys. These guys probably give a lot of XP.
A few moments later.
How much XP are you guys even dropping? That was a direct hit. How much XP? 0. Why am I fighting them then?
Sold more stuff.
This is where I just sold. Oh my goodness. I'm already so close to a fucking liquid emerald.
Got IRL PTSD.
What is that? Oh. That just reminded me of IRL Craft.
Then got scared again.
What am I hearing laughing? The fuck? Is that in game? Or what is happening?
Okay, now we are finally onto the... Now that we are in some modern content, the plan of these streams was to prepare for my cross-map voyage. Did you guys forget? I had a 15 like goal on the first episode to have me go to one side of the map to the other, all physically, which was absolutely crushed. So, these streams were going to be me preparing my character for this voyage. as I'm going to be walking through some deadly areas. One of my goals was to complete a dungeon, all physically, because using the teleport ability will not be allowed when doing my cross-map voyage, and a dungeon will probably simulate some difficulty of the stuff that I will encounter. My first stream I basically spent in debugging my VR stream setup and doing one loot cave. Not very productive. My second stream, I forgot to hit record and remembered halfway through, thankfully.
Wait, I didn't hit record. Fuck.
So here's a rundown of that stream. I basically spent 30 minutes trying to find the infested pit dungeon, and then I spent 20 minutes clearing one room of spiders. And then now we're here, at some parkour. This part was honestly fun, but also felt very stupid to be running and jumping across my room.
Hwah! Hwah!
I missed.
All the way back here?
I'm just gonna teleport. I did these jumps at least.
No!
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. If I can't do it, I'm just gonna give up.
Hwah! Hwah!
It worked. I feel so stupid doing this. Worked. Let's go. Run! Oh, I lagged mid-jump, but it worked. It's fireball. Fireball kills everything. There we are. 20. Killed. More parkour. And then jump. Okay, you know what? Let's just skip this. That was something. And wow, we're already at the boss room. Let's do it. Alright.
What the hell?
Oh, she like moves around. That's not gonna be good for her. Not dying. Oh my goodness. What? I'm out of mana. It's not good. So this went on for a while. One of the big problems is that I had to use the teleport ability to move, as I had little time to react.
What the hell?
And little room IRL to run away from the attacks. So my mana was basically always super low. Health is looking low. Mana potion, health potion, leading to my demise. Where's health potion over there? Fuck! Oh my goodness, she just kept on spamming that fucking jump attack. That was fun. Apparently, you get 2 chances, so Wynncraft is being really kind to me here. However, potions were carrying me during that whole boss fight, and I was left with no mana potion and very weak healing potions. But I tried anyway, and it went as you would expect. And my pets also aren't doing much damage. Cause that fireball completed everything. Yeah, nah. I need fucking potions, man. And that was the end of stream 2. Now, I was not going to go up there. I need to complete this dungeon, so I spent my 3rd stream getting stronger so I could finally defeat that wretched spider. Stream 3 started out with a loot cave, which contained a legendary wand. Perfect. But it was the same wand that I currently had, and not much better. I walked around a bit to complete another loot cave, and there was one of those world events nearby. Last time went, well, how last time went.
There's so much health! Why there's so much health?
But I was sniffing that copium and wanted to attempt one more. The first few waves went a lot better than I expected, but then a giant spire boss spawned. Getting any flashbacks? It got a bit close a few times.
Oh, I'm dying.
But the high Pistoscopic Broodmother, sorry, Wynncraft Broodmother, was no match for me. The loot for this was pretty good, and the legendary wand was once again the same wand that I currently had, but significantly better. I upgraded it with some powder, and I was now ready to slay some monsters. I did yet another loot cave that had even more fabulous loot. I called it another ancient wand. How much is this?
2,000?
Only for plus sun mana regen? What? How much does onion ring sell for?
Also 2,000?
Oh my goodness. 6 obsidian wings. There we go.
Ability point.
That's what I need. After leveling up, I decided to save the ability point and made my way to yet another loot cave that contained nothing good. Well, hopefully stream 4 is better. Disconnected. What am I meant to do? I started the stream with trying to complete the dungeon again, but I did worse during the boss fight than before. You're telling me that the hour and a half of the previous stream that I spent making myself stronger did nothing. This was already not a good start to the stream, but it got way worse. Either Wynncraft servers were shitting themselves, or somehow my internet provider was shitting themselves, as my connectivity was non-existent.
I'm teleporting right now. R. Is stream lagging? Like, dude, I'm literally spamming R right now to teleport, and I'm still fucking stuck here. Was stream lagging at all there? Disconnected.
My inputs were not going through. I was getting a lot of random disconnects. It was not a fun time networking-wise. Stream-wise, however, was mixed. I got a lot of money from last stream selling, got another ability point to get mana pool, which was actually pretty useful, and I slammed my leg into my brother's bed.
Ow! Oh! I don't know if you heard that on stream. I just fucking... Wow! I just walked into my brother's bed. Oh! Give me a second.
And I just kept on dying, and dying, and dying. This is the most I've died ever on this profile, and there's this weird black corner on the screen for some reason. I don't know why it's there. It did it on purpose just to make me mad. Well, at least you guys can watch me complete some underground church crypt quest thing to make you feel better. So basically, I drug brother, go to crypt, get the key, go downstairs, beat up mobs, die, then I beat up dead zombie brother, and use a funny bug to go into a dialogue prompt, which then the enemies will then ignore you, so that you can safely walk to a good spot and start again. And now, finally, we go to stream 5 and finish that dungeon once and for all. I realized that my armor and equipment was terrible. Low health, low level, and it's just... So, I smartly decided to level myself up, to allow myself to use more gold boots, and whatever this chestplate, helmet, and bracelet is. So, I completed 2 loot caves, which were pretty unique, as they had multiple optional areas to complete, to get extra chests. I honestly enjoyed it, it was pretty cool. Once I leveled up, I then proceeded to try and equip all of the armor and equipment that I bought. However, I reached a problem with skills. The helmet that I bought gave +5 intelligence, but also -5 strength, and almost everything else I had equipped needed more strength. I spent a while trying to balance all my skills out, but there was always some armor piece that needed some defense, intelligence, or something else. Balance was never going to be met with this helmet. So, I decided to try and defeat the dungeon without it, but with everything else. The dungeon clearing went smoother, abnormally smoother, but I didn't let that make me too cocky for the boss fight.
Is that... Look how much more damage I'm doing already.
Yeah, so basically all I needed to do this whole time was just change my armor. The boss fight was 3 times faster than any of my other runs, and I barely got on low health, and barely got low on any mana, thanks to the mana bank. So, now the dungeon is done. I want to thank everyone who was with me for the long haul of these streams, and I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and for waiting this long for a video. I've been a bit lazy and not too great with my time management, but I've also been spending a lot of time working on my game. Join the Discord and sub to my channel to get notified for playtests, and of course more Wynncraft VR streams. I will be streaming myself walking across the whole Wynncraft map soon for episode 4, so be on the lookout for that. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.